Bella. Hi. Hey. It is Monday, May 12th. That's the pool situation. I think it's getting a little bit clearer. Like right there, I can like see the bottom edge where the floor starts. I think it's getting better. I just put a little bit more oxidizer in it. I don't know. A bucket of chemicals I bought last year. I just found it, so tried some of that. I put 10 ounces in there. I tried to read the direction. There was like a million different varieties of directions on there, so I just kind of took the average number, mixed it up, and dumped it in there. We'll see what happens. At this point, I'm just trying to get it clear. I don't really care about the, you know, if it might look or smell like a hotel pool when I get done with it, but once I can see the bottom, then I'll adjust my levels. We got a lot to do today. It's one of those deals, I got so much to do I can't remember, and I haven't been writing it down. But my wife's real proud of her wildflowers that are growing in here. We potted that up yesterday. We put a bush right there. I ripped that dead bush out of the ground, threw it in the trash can. I feel like we did something else too. Oh, there's a rose bush in a pot on the back porch by the pool. You know, Mother's Day stuff. It's what you do. You plant flowers on Mother's Day. We got some dumpsters to move. Really need to go to the DMV. I got a bunch of yards to mow. That's just the quick things that come to mind. I'll have to look at my notes. Hey, good morning, guys. I got Weston here. We're dropping him off at school.
Hi.
Say more than that. Be like, what's up? You gotta be cool, man. So
Good morning.
Yeah. Good morning. Weston's graduating kindergarten tonight. Are you excited about that?
Uh-huh.
You don't look excited.
I am.
You are excited. So today after school, we got to come back to not high school graduation. We got to come back to kindergarten graduation, but it's at the high school on the football field.
Uh-huh.
Yep. All right. Tell them see you later.
See you later, alligator.
See you later, alligators. All right. It's the same day. I just changed my hoodie because I had on a green hoodie, and I realized I had on literally the exact same color of green shorts. I was like, yeah, I can't do that. It look ridiculous. It's 7:46 in the morning right now. I've got properties I need to mow. I've got a guy that's supposed to come buy a trailer today. He's already sent me a deposit. The fire suppression guy for my food truck is supposed to be here today. I've got to pick up and empty a couple of dumpsters. I need to go to my contract job. I got to get my power washer out because I've got power washing later this week. I got to drop this truck off at the mechanic and then walk down to my other lot. Those are some quick things I put into my notes real quick so I could just remember what I'm supposed to do today. There's also there's invoicing. I gotta do invoicing. Man, I guarantee I'm gonna add at least 5 more things to that list before 10 o'clock probably. I know I've got a lot to do, but I can't remember what I'm supposed to do. Now I've forgot, so I have to try to remember these things. The alarms on my phone are the most valuable thing to me. And we're gonna come back and drop my truck off, and then we're gonna walk from there. It's just a couple blocks up to my storage lot and get in my dumpster truck. Gosh, dang it. I gotta turn around. I don't have the dumpster truck key with me for whatever reason. All right, we're gonna drop the truck off here. This is my shop. This guy rents it from me, runs a mechanic business out of here. Jimmy Dean's Automotive. Dropped this truck off. He's gonna do oil, fuel filters, and it's got kind of a clunk in it when I'm like coasting and then I hit back on the gas pedal. So I think maybe it's got a sloppy U-joint in the drive shaft, or you know, that's my assumption. I don't really know. I'm gonna have him check that out too while he's got it. Now we walk down here to my truck. I sold my 19 Ford and I took this on trade. Sold to Chris. I sold this truck to Chris a long time ago. Now I own this truck again. So I gotta get all these decals off of it and get it cleaned up and maybe keep it or maybe sell it. I haven't decided yet. But right now we're gonna drive it back to my house and get the key for the dumpster truck. All right, that one that we dropped off, and I said they were gonna put like a bunch of barn wood and stuff like that in it. It's Monday. We just dropped that one off on Friday, and they texted me yesterday, want to know if they could get another one. Shocker. If you take note back to that video, I mentioned in the video, I didn't really tell the customer, but I was like, you need a 40 yarder, not a 15 yarder. But I don't make the rules, man. They order the dumpster, I deliver. That's how it works. But they messaged me yesterday and they're like, yeah, we filled that one up immediately. Can we get another one? I'm like, yeah, sure, no problem. So we're gonna go pick that one up today, take the landfill, dump it, and take it straight back to them. All right, they got her filled up. It honestly, looking at it, it doesn't look as bad as I thought it was gonna look. I thought it was gonna just be like so full and overfilled and just overflowing, and it's really not terrible. It does look like there's a stop sign sticking out of it though, so if that's not damaged, I'm gonna keep that. Man, they ain't messing around with that barn wood out there though. Holy smokes. Look at that pile. They ain't playing out there. Yeah, they did a good job filling this up. I thought for sure it was just going to be overflowing and just a chaotic mess, but they didn't. They followed directions and listened to the rules and did a decent job. There's a stop sign, but they got her all banged up. Ooh, bunch of tile. That's going to be heavy. Air compressor, some saws. I don't know if it's worth going back and digging the metal out or not. Air compressor, I mean, there's a pool sand filter down there. I'm sure they didn't dump the sand out of it, so that's gonna be heavier than heck. We'll see how heavy this is. Definitely feels like it's got some weight to it. Look at that tire squatting. It'll help once I pull the weight forward though. Yeah. This one's definitely got some weight to it. What's that? Yeah, I think she mentioned him. Oh, yeah. All right, I loaded it and then she came out and started talking, and that's what happens when you're not paying attention. I almost forgot to do my safety chains and my tarp system. I just about drove off the way it is. But it definitely got some weight to it. I don't know if it's gonna be overweight, but it's definitely gonna be at the limit. We'll find out. Said they want another one. They think one more will get them where they need to be. Ooh, golly, heck of a dip. I got out and did all that and forgot to fix my camera, so I'm gonna park real quick and go fix my camera. Now I can see, because I'm going to be driving very slow. This is a rough old road here. Thanks. This is a rough old road. I would call that my first turtle sighting of the year. Should we help the little fella across the road? Hello, buddy. We'll put him right down there. Nice and happy. See you, dude. I've done my good deed for the day. We saved a turtle's life. Oh man, every one of these pumps has diesel. Ain't that fancy? I was gonna wait until I got the Casey's. The next town over so I can do my rewards. But I got to pee so bad that I just stopped. $3.28 a gallon for diesel. This Missouri area, we're paying $3.28 a gallon, and I think Love's is high. It's probably more like $3.08 a gallon everywhere else. All right, I got my coffee, and we got some diesel exhaust fluid. Somehow this makes things better for the environment. But I'm going to take this plastic jug to landfill and I'm going to bury it in the ground. It wouldn't fit in our trash can, but then I realized I have a 14-foot trash can on the back of my truck. I don't know if you can see that or not, but 18,000 pounds across the scale. I just realized I still have my good shoes on. Normally I would take those off and put my gross shoes on. There's a sand pool filter. Guarantee you that's heavy. Jesus. That was a very loud load of trash. If a guy had the time, that would have been a good load to separate out and take to the landfill. 13.4. So they're about, maybe about 600 pounds overweight. Sounds like you're just guessing to me.
No, I think that's it, Ron.
So are you guys charging a card fee now?
I don't know. I didn't think so.
Well, what's your plan for that? Like, is that your...
Well, I had to call him back because I picked up this up this morning. So I'm going to have to call him back and ask him why he's charging more.
Yeah. All right, see you later.
Thank you.
Yep.
I got it on here that I owe you.
Okay. Said she got a new credit card system and it's automatically adding money to everybody's sale. I was like, well, what's your plan there? And she's like, well, I don't know. I'm like, well, you need to come up with a plan. Like, are you guys charging card fee now? And she's like, no. But it sounds like the credit card system has set up to charge like an auto card fee. You know, like a lot of people are just doing that now. But you know, my bill was around $150 there, and it charged me an additional $5 and some change. So it sounds like it's just automatically charging me 3%. I know a lot of card companies are doing that now, but she was like, I'm gonna get that removed from the credit card system, but she's like, I don't know how to stop it right now. So she just is taking a note, and she said she'll credit it back to me on the next one. All right, we're gonna drop this one back off to her. Well, we've made it back out here. Get this one unloaded. This road is so rough. And when I got this dumpster on the back of it, whether it's loaded or not, it in a sense is just kind of makes me top heavy. Worse when I'm loaded, but even when I'm like empty, when I was coming out here without a dumpster, like that whole bed mechanism back there, there's just a lot of welding and brackets and stuff like that. Like I don't want to be banging that around, man, because that's how you break stuff. We already saved the turtle today, but I thought there was a snake right there. All right, delivered. I really ought to take that truck out and exercise it sometime. I just don't want to because that one's so nice. All right, let's, oh crap, I almost took the remote home. That would be terrible, because I would never see that remote ever again. I think we're gonna go home and, well, I gotta run down there and get my checkbook out of my other truck, but then I think we're gonna go to the DMV. I think. I lied, we're not gonna go to the DMV because I've got like 3 reasons I need to be home this afternoon. One guy borrowed a whole bunch of tables and chairs and stuff from me, and he is needing to return that stuff. The fire suppression guy is supposed to, he said about noon, it's 12:05 right now and I haven't heard from him, but he's supposed to be showing up anytime. So what I'm probably going to do is try to mark some things off my to-do list that are local and or at home. We just got done mowing the yard. I didn't make it to the DMV. It's just kind of the way my day goes, but I got just enough inconvenience in my life this afternoon that it just kind of messed everything up for the rest of my day. Right now we're running up to one of my rentals to grab a little box trailer I acquired. It might become like my new mowing trailer for now. I was gonna put my kettle corn stuff in it. I still might do that. Today it's gonna be a mowing trailer, but I've also got to get the decals off of it. So it's gonna go to my house, and Sydney is going to come by. She's got the decal stuff, and she's gonna come by and rip the decals off that for me. I need to DID this truck that I'm driving as well. This is the F-150 I just acquired back. It's got lettering all over it. Chris that I sold it to, his company, 24 Hour Flood Pros. He had it all done up. I think my hitch I brought is way too tall. So once I get home, I'm gonna switch to the drop hitch. That was very heavy. Look how goofy looking that is. We're gonna correct that when we get back to the house. 50 chain that broke. Alright, let's hit the road. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more. No more. Follow me, trailer. Follow me to your new home. I have not seen the inside of this trailer since I reacquired it. Let's see what we're up against. Good enough. That's what I call that. Those shelves were in it last time I owned it. I put this in there, I think. Just like the day I sold it. Kind of old, rough and beat up, but just still kind of good enough. Pretty sure my mower will fit in here. What do with my mower? Ah, dang it, I put my mower away. I think my tractor will fit in there too. That handy. I don't want to go get my mower back out right now. Pretty sure my mower will fit in there. Look, cute little side door. Cute little thing. Oh, there's some old decals I took off years ago. Spare tire. Heck yeah. Make a little camper out of this. That is an adorable little side door. I'm gonna swap that out with the drop hitch. So I have trailer OCD, okay? If my trailer is not sitting level on my truck, it bothers the heck out of me. It really bothers me when somebody else is pulling a trailer and they didn't put the proper hitch setup on it, and their trailer is like riding like this down the road or like this down the road. It just drives me crazy. That's bugging the hell out of me right now, and I'm gonna fix it. I just took all this stupid thing apart, and my 6-inch drop hitch is on my other truck up at the shop getting worked on. I looked through all my hitches. I have 600 hitches in my garage, but not another single 2-inch drop hitch. They're all either 2 5/16, 1 7/8, or I've got one that's a 2-inch ball that's a 6-inch drop, but the ball's on it upside down and I can't get it off. So I'm just gonna put this stupid thing right here back on there until I can go get my other hitch. So here's the deal. I made a bunch of popcorn. I ate a bunch of popcorn. Brad brought back all my stuff for the catering deal. He brought all my coolers back, all my cooking equipment back, all my tables and chairs back. They're all in that trailer now. Oh, I got all the decals off this truck and all the decals off the trailer, so that doesn't look ridiculous anymore. And we're getting ready to tear off to kindergarten graduation.